on the heels of Child Abuse Prevention Month and leading into National Foster Care Month, there is no better time to discuss the child abuse epidemic in this country. With us this morning are co-founders of Child Help and Nobel Peace Prize nominees Sara O'Meara and Yvonne Feddersen. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to start with talking about just how common child abuse is in America.
Well, unfortunately, child abuse is very common in America. There are 5 children that die every single day from abuse, and that is 5 too many. There are at least 3 million cases that are reported of suspected child abuse every single year, and that also involves another 3 million. So you're talking about 6 million children. I hope you realize, those listeners, that that is a child being abused every 10 seconds. And we do tend to sweep this under the rug still, and we want to take that number of 5 to 0 if we can, and we're making a great headway at that through our Child Help Speak Up, Be Safe child abuse prevention education program. But I must tell you, sadly, that Arizona is one of the states that is at the bottom of the list. We are one of the worst states for child abuse. It's really in a state of crises. Fortunately, we have a governor that cares a lot about this issue. He happens to be on our Arizona State Board, Doug Ducey. But I have to let you know that we have to be aware of what's happening to our Arizona's children, and we have to step up to the plate to do something about it. What we leave our children is our legacy, you know. And so it is everybody's responsibility to do something about child abuse. And we've got to change those numbers around in Arizona. And it takes all of us to be able to do that.
Well, absolutely, and some really astounding statistics that you're sharing with our viewers this morning, ladies. So this is actually why the 5 Too Many campaign started. Will you tell us a little bit more about that campaign?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're very excited about the 5 Too Many PSA that was just made by soap opera stars, e-news correspondents, and film actors. And it's to raise awareness about child abuse in the United States. You know, it's a tremendous problem across our United States, and we need everybody's help to get behind this problem so we can turn it around. And this PSA brings light to the fact, as Sara mentioned, that 5 children are dying every single day in the United States, and that's 5 too many. We've got to get that number down to 0. And the PSA provides the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline as a resource for children to call if they need help. The number is 1-800-4-A-CHILD. 1-800-422-4453.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. It's some very difficult things to hear this morning, but I think it's very important that we are talking about it. Now, what can you tell us quickly about Child Help Speak Up and Be Safe?
Well, it's a comprehensive child abuse prevention education program, and we have it from kindergarten up to the 6th grade. Soon it will be for all 12 grades, and the program has impacted more than 600,000 children in this academic year, but we want it to impact every single child because it is a program that keeps them safe. It teaches them to know exactly what to do. If abuse is happening, then we explain what abuse is, what they can do to get out of it. And the important thing, too, is to prevent it in the first place, to step out in front of the problem. And that's what this education program does. It keeps our children safe. And, boy, I'll tell you one thing, Heather, it needs to be in every single community in every single state in these United States, particularly Arizona.
Well, absolutely. Ladies, this is really astounding information. I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Now stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.